2023 is a very particular year for IDEP. IDEP is the African Institute for Economic Development and Planning. We are based in Dakar, and we are the training arm of the Economic Commission for Africa. 2023 is particular because this year we are celebrating 60 years of operation. We have been created by the General Assembly of the United Nations as a way to support newly independent African countries build their capacity in terms of economic development and planning. And we have been doing so for the last 60 years. So this year, we will take stock of what has been achieved in terms of number of people that we have trained, and we have, a couple of thousands of trainees, and we are still in contact with our alumni. A number of them have grown, and today they are the ones actually designing the policies, and we have regular testimonies of former trainees of IDEP, now PSs in ministries, even ministers, and high-level officials actually leading the development process. And we are very proud of this because it is not only in terms of numbers, it is more in terms of impact and relevance to the African agenda. We work on various issues. We work on primarily our main goal is economic development and planning, but today we are trying to see the linkages with the various sustainable development goals and Agenda 2063. We are hosted in Senegal, and for 60 years, Senegal has been supporting us, accompanying us, and Senegal has a permanent seat in IDEP Governing Council. Since IDEP is quite particular, we have a Governing Council, 10 members, 2 from each sub-region of the continent on a rotation basis, a permanent seat for the host country, Senegal, and a permanent seat for the Africa Union Commission. And for us, this is very important because as Agenda 2063 is our overarching umbrella and framework, the framework within which we are working, it is important for us to have a permanent dialogue with the representative of the Africa Union Commission in our Governing Council. Celebrating 60 years of existence and operation is very important. But for that, we need first to be able to assess what has been done. So we will do that. We will go through the 60 years and provide figures, statistics about what we have done, the areas that we have addressed, etc. Where are the alumni, IDEP alumni today in terms of position in their respective countries? This is the first point. The second one is we will have a permanent exhibition with pictures, with graphs, with also testimonies from our trainees so that they can be also participating in the process. And finally, we will end, this is, I would say, the past and the present. For the future, what we will do is we will actually end all this celebration with a very high-level conference where we look at the future of development and the future of economic planning. What do our country need to really transform? Not only transform for the short term, but do it in a sustainable manner for the longer term, have elements of foresight, have element of participation of all the potential actors. What does M&E mean? What does accountability mean? Because it's easy to start again, but if you don't have the means to assess and measure the progress you are making and go back to your citizen and tell them, this is what I have done, these are the results, I think that we are missing something. And for us, it is an important element. For the last 2 years, for example, rich from the pandemic and what the impact of the Ukrainian and Russian war, we were able to introduce an element of risk and risk management in planning processes. And countries have been very receptive, and all our courses and dialogues around risk management have been very much welcome and attended by our member state. So this is where we are. Next, we will be looking also in the context of the planning to the social and human dimension, because in fine, we are here to serve our people. And even if we are having decent growth, good economic performances, if they do not translate into welfare and a better life to our citizens, and we definitely need to offer to do better for our citizens, then we have gone nowhere. And this is what we will be focusing in the coming months and years, actually, to have stronger and more sustainable social progress.